is Prevent-A-Thon 3, benefiting Little Warriors, and our next run is ready. So here is organMike with Ultima, the First Age of Darkness, all quests, all aliens. Good luck.
Well, thank you, Stump. Always a pleasure. All right, so first thing, we need to create a character, and there was a bid war for a character gender, so if we
Yes, there
happen to know what
was.
that is, that would be handy.
All right, let me just verify everything is properly in for that.
So I'll get started
And,
on that.
all right, with, well, with donation totals of $38 versus $25, our character will be female.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So here's our character generation. We start by maxing out agility. We have 30 points to distribute, but it doesn't let us put more than 15 in any given stat. Max out agility and intelligence. Strength contributes to damage we do. It would be nice to be able to boost strength, but we need agility more, which is our chance to hit. Stamina determines how much we can drink in the bar before getting drunk. We're not going to be doing any of that anyway. Charisma actually charisma raises prices for selling goods. Intelligence lowers prices for buying them. And wisdom reduces spell failure chance. We will be using some spells, but most of the spells we use will have no chance of failure, and the one we will use that has a chance of failure will be casting repeatedly until it works anyway. So, the race will be elf, and if you watch, our agility will pop up. The gender of the character is female, according to the bid war, and wizard, which will give us 10 points of intelligence and also open up all spells. So the name for the character as determined elsewhere will be Prevent-A-Thon. Save this character, yes. And then though we are starting a new game, we will say continue previous game. The game timer will begin in, I'll count it in, but shortly. So here we go. All quests, all aliens. For Ultima, the First Age of Darkness. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, the first thing we need to do is, get some quests. So we'll start by going to Castle of Lord British, the inimitable creator of the game. We're going to offer our service. He'll tell us to go and find the Grave of the Lost Soul. We'll give him all our money, which we don't have that much. 100. There we go. And we're going to go and try and steal a weapon from his weapon storage here. We found a phaser. First try. Beautiful. That is a great start to things. Phaser is a long-range weapon. Yes, in this fantasy game we have phaser. The only better weapon we could get is a blaster. But we didn't get that, so we got a phaser. We're going to enter in the Castle of the Lost King. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to offer him our service. Then we're going to shoot him in the face. There we go. We shoot him in the face because his jester stops dancing around. It's really the jester we want to target. You may notice the attacks are going very quickly. When this game was ported to the PC, they decided that you could use the keypad keys as a shortcut for attack in a direction. So I just hold those down. The jester, when killed, gives us a key, which will open one of two cells, one of which has no one in it, and one of which has a princess in it. It's a 50-50 chance, and we won the coin toss this time. We are going to go over here to the trans shop. We need some trans. In this particular case, we need a raft. We need to purchase a raft. We head down here. We're going to get on our raft. We're going to board the raft. We're going to sail over to the west. There are 4 continents in this game. If you sail east or west, you'll go through each of them individually in a certain order. If you sail north or south, you'll just go to the one that's halfway through that order. So if you go east, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I forgot there's another castle down here I've got to go to because I'm doing all quests and all aliens. If I were doing any percent, I'd go there first. This is sort of the 100% version of the game. It's a version I made up because I'm pretty much the only runner here. He tells us to find the Tower of Knowledge. Do not return until your quest is done. And that is the first such quest we will conclude. And we go up here, and this is the Castle of Chamonix. Chamonix is also one of Richard Garriott, the programmer's alter egos. He tells us to go and kill a Balron, not a Balrog, because the J.R.R. Tolkien estate is litigious. We will then kill one of his guards, and all right, we've got 2 princesses off the top. That is some good luck to start. All right. We will now sail over this away. Back to the first continent. If you go east, you go continent 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go west, you go continent 1, 4, 3, 2. And if I go north from continent 1, I get to continent 3. Same thing if I go south from continent 1. And if I go go north from continent 2, I get to 4 and back again. This is a signpost. This is not the signpost we want. We're going to stop here anyway. The pillars of protection, you gain 3 agility. That's just to show off what happens. We go north from here. Our food is in the red. If our food hits 0, we die. Instantly, end of run. Well, not end of run. We'd have to reload. We will stop by this castle here, the Black Dragon's Castle. You might notice that there are 2 layouts for the castles. Offer our service, kill a lich, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face, there we go. Mobilizes the guards, freezes the jester, and then we pop over here and kill that guard. Oh, still got the right key. 3 times in a row. Whoa. Makes me wonder when the other shoe is going to drop. This run and I have a very bad history in marathons. I have run this in 2 marathons. Both times it has gone horribly wrong. So we're hoping the 3rd time will be the charm here. We do not need any more trans at the moment, but we need some magic. We need some ladder up spells. We need 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We need some create spells. We'll get 5 of those. We really only need 1, but that's the spell that can fail. So I buy 5 just in case. Because if the first one fails and I don't have a second one, you lose the fight, and that's bad. We're going to come in here. This is the other one. If we're doing the any percent, you don't see any castles like this. We're going to offer our service, the Pillar of Ozymandias. And this one, if I try and rescue the princess from here, I have to fight a whole lot of guards, so it's really not worth it. We come in here to Nassau, and we go and buy 4 ladder down spells. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We could buy some food, but I can't walk on water, so it keeps telling me, thank you. Could buy some food, but I don't want to. See, this game has 1 spell that every character gets that can be used at any time for any purpose, and that is the prayer spell. The prayer spell does one of 3 things. It either raises your hit points to 15 if they're below 15, it raises your food count to 15 if that's below 15, or it attempts to kill the monster directly in front of you. We'll enter here. This is the Tower of Knowledge. A quest has been completed. I gain 4 intelligence. I am now slightly smarter, which means everything is slightly cheaper. We're going to sail across the top of continent number 2. And we're starting to run down on food. That's perfectly normal. It's not good, but it is normal. We're going to kill this orc. Boom, boom, there we go. And we're going to head over here. This is where we're going to do our princess grind. Tells us to kill a carrion creeper. We'll go and kill the jester instead. I mean, we'll also kill the carrion creeper. Now, the 4 kings that have told us to go and kill something. Oh, 4 for 4 on princesses. Wow. I think that's worth a donation from the chat, right? That's how this works? I get good luck and chat donates? Whatever the case, the 4 who have told us to kill things, they've told us to kill things that only appear in the dungeon. The Lost King told us to get a gelatinous cube. There's our first Princess Miss. I always check that one, because if I check that one and it's wrong, then I don't have to worry about fighting one of the guards that comes up from underneath. So the first king that we stopped at told us to kill a gelatinous cube. We find those on level 3 and 4 of the dungeon. The second king will tell us to find this one told us to find a carrion creeper on 5 or 6. The other king, the Black Dragon, told us to find a lich, which we'll find on 7 or 8. And, of course, Shamino told us to find a Balron, which is on levels 9 or 10. There are 5 different enemies on every floor. Most of them are not what we want to fight, but most of them are also pretty basic. Like, we don't really have to worry about most of them. The one we have to really concern ourselves with is the gremlin, because the gremlin eats food instead of attacking, and halves your food every time it successfully eats it. And that's a bad time. We don't want that to happen. So gremlins are only found on level 7 and 8. If they do start to show up, we're going to do a Potentis Laudis here. That's a prayer spell. We're going to give all our money to the king. 2285 for some hit points. We're going to shoot him in the face, because down with kings. And we're going to kill that guard and see if we get another princess. We do. That's been some great princess luck. Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to go from here. Going to make sure we don't starve to death. We're going to quit and save regularly. Potentis laudis. All right, over here. This is our last quest to earn. Talk to the king, offer service. The southern signpost. I have to remember to do that. And we'll leave here, and we'll get back on our little raft. And yeah, our food's getting low. And we will enter Adivari's Hole. So here, the dungeons are all the same. They're all a 10 by 10 square with walls on alternate columns. And the ladders are always in the same place. We're going to ready a new spell, the ladder down spell. You ready spells like equipment in this game. We're going to cast it, which will give us a chance to climb down to floor 3 and 4. There's a gelatinous cube. Fantastic. That's done. I normally go down to the bottom just to get it started, because why not? Ready spell ladder up. And now we're looking for a Balron. Is there... Ah, hello. Thank you. Cast our ladder up spell. Ascendo. We need a Lich on floor 7 or 8. There he is. Fantastic. Wow. We need now a Carrion Creeper. There's a Minotaur. Now, on every floor, there are 5 different types of monsters. There's only... at any given moment, there are always 2 of them on the floor. So when you kill one, another one spawns, and it might spawn right near me. So I always take the time to kill anything that's in my line of sight. The other thing you might notice is that I shoot at treasure chests on floor 5 and 6. That's because mimics are a thing on floor 5 and 6. So there's a lizard man. I'm really looking at the interface down below. Etten, chest. There's a Carrion Creeper. Boom. What a fantastic dungeon run. And we ascendo right out of here. Change our spell back to prayer. And now we start going to turn in our quests. So that was a good start to the game. Exit. Cast Potentis Laudis in prayer form. We will turn in. It gives me a green gem. A time machine must be used in order to win this fantasy epic. We will kill that jester, and we will try and grind up and get another princess. Whoa, we did. Wow, fantastic princess luck. The all aliens part, one of the things that one of the kings tells you is that a princess will only help a space ace through time. And to become a space ace, you go into space, Potentis Laudis, and you kill 20 alien ships. But this is all aliens, so we're going to be killing all of them. The problem is, we don't know how many there are. It's determined randomly when you start the game, the location and placement of those ships. There could be 20. It could be very simple. There could be exactly as many as we need. There could be, as far as I know, up to about 35. So there's a habit of this game giving me really bad runs. Oh, that's the Pillar of the Argonauts. That's the wrong one. That one gives you a weapon. Every time you go back there, so long as you visit another signpost, it gives you a 1 weapon stronger. So you can actually work your way all the way up to Blaster doing that. This is the one I want. Enter here. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look at my works, ye mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains. That's actually one of my favorite poems, is Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Shelley or Byron? I can't even remember who did it. Anyway, we needed to find that one. We needed to find this one, too. This is the Grave of the Lost Soul. Vae Victus. That's the one that Lord British sent us to find. So we are completing quests, but we have to actually, in order to finish the quests, we have to go back and turn them in. So we're going to head back over this way. This is continent number 4, which is the first continent after the first one that we visited. We've got a little boat. We do indeed. These guys are shooting at me and slowing everything down, so I will kill them. There we go. Also, it's good for the coin count. Experience serves only one purpose in this game, and that is that, while it tells you that a princess will only help a space ace through time, it doesn't tell you that you have to be level 8 before she'll do that. 11 points of strength. Prevent-A-Thon, thou hast completed thy quest. This is the only way in the game to actually improve your strength, to complete the signpost quests. We're also going to head up here and turn in the Balron quest. Cast Potentis Laudis. All right, Shamino, what do you got for me? You can take 9 items from the storeroom, but only 9, and gives me a white gem. So we're going to head over here to the armor room. We're going to grab a vacuum suit. First try. Fantastic. And just to save on potential problems, we're just going to grab a bunch of food. So yeah, we can steal up to, or steal, we can actually take legitimately up to 9 items. But we already have a phaser. We could have gone for a blaster, I suppose. Let's see if we got the right key. Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, that's the wrong key. It only opens one door. And the door it opens is determined by a frame. Yeah, it's a frame based on when you enter the castle. So it's hard to manipulate that. That's like task level manipulation, and I don't do that. I'm not that good. So we're going to head back. This is where we started. That's a squid. You might have noticed, too, that enemies can attack on the diagonal in what is one of the most unfair things that continues for the first 4 games of the series. You can only attack in orthogonal directions. Enemies can attack on the diagonal. There's another quest turned in, 9 more points of strength. Even though we're using a ranged weapon, strength does determine damage we do. So, it's a nice little boost. We'll head back to the Castle of the Lost King, turn in our quest. Takes all 4 gems to launch a time machine. We now have 3 of those gems. We're going to shoot the king in the face. Ah, good. Princess. Princess gives us 500 hit points, 500 gold, and 500 experience. And again, experience is largely useless, except we need a certain amount, which has actually come up in any percent runs, but doesn't actually play a part in this because we're doing so much stuff to begin with. The killing aliens gets us 100 points of experience apiece. By the time we get to that point, we're going to have enough experience to finish this anyway. So again, we sail around the north part of this continent, and north from this signpost. If I go back to it, it'll give me more agility. So long as you don't sit there entering the same one over and over and over again, it will increase your stats. You can go back and forth between that one giving agility and the one to the right, which gives intelligence, and if you really want to boost your stats up real high. Okay, we need to shoot down these guys because they're in my way. I am getting lots of wandering monsters, which is interesting. We'll talk to the king, we'll shoot him in the face. Yeah, the princess will help a space ace through time. Cool. What's a space ace? Well, a space ace is someone who has gone into space and shot down 20 aliens. Nice even 5,000 hit points, which will be spoiled as soon as I get hit by this guard on my way out. There we go. Oh, and I need to walk over here because this is the last piece of the signpost quests. Boom. Omnia Mentator, or something like that. And it gave me a point of charisma. So cool. If I needed to buy anything more, it would be slightly cheaper. Dragon Turtle, you're slowing me down. Stop it. All right, now we head up. No, we don't need to head there. We head over to the castle. King is not slumming it in his town. He is in the castle. Boom. 8 more points of strength. That is another quest turned in. We have 1 more quest to turn in. And then we will go and get ourselves a rocket ship and fly off into space. Hey, Dragon Turtle, leave me alone. What did I ever do to you? So the backstory of the game, the evil wizard Mondain has been causing problems for a long time in the land of Caesarea, Potentis Laudis. There's a hidden archer in the trees shooting at me. It's annoying. Thank you, Robin Hood. Move along. So the evil immortal wizard Mondain has been causing problems. That's why there's all these monsters around. And of course, he's immortal, so there's nothing anyone can really do to him. So what do? Well, the whole reason we need a time machine is because Mondain wasn't always immortal. We have to go back and deal with him before he became immortal. There's an evil Trent trying to kill me there. A tree actually uprooting itself and beating on my raft. All right, over here, we need to go and... How much money do I have? Okay. I want 1 more princess. We'll try and get this princess, just to show the difference. There we go. I need to kill this guard before I go anywhere else, or it's going to beat up on me. This one as well. And also, if you want, you can actually kill these kings, too. They do take damage. So you can't actually sit here and kill the king. There we go. Lord British is the exception. You can't actually kill him in this version of the game. Oh, good. We got a princess. Also, if I attack in the wrong direction, I can kill the princess. That's just... It's considered rude. We don't do that. There we go. We'll run past that guard. We'll deke him out. There we go. Thank you. And we're going to go purchase ourselves. We're going to go to the transport shop here and buy ourselves a shuttle. I want a little bit more gold. So let's see if I got stuff to sell. The dagger, the mace I can sell. Yeah, but that's not going to get me enough. I need another... I want to get to 2,000 gold. Is the long and short of it. Potentis Laudis. There's nothing hanging around here. Of course there isn't. Keep casting that prayer spell. The easy way to get money is in the dungeons. I want 2,000 gold because... okay, fine. I want 2,000 gold because every time I dock the spaceship, it costs me 500 gold. And I do want to be able to get back to Earth successfully. Well, Caesarea. This isn't Earth. There we go. One more. There we are. Ah. Of course, there's another one who would appear there. All right. Climb back out. Get back on my raft. Sail the raft over to where my shuttle is, because that makes sense. We're going to cast Potentis Laudis. We're going to quit the save, and we'll see. Countdown 10, 9. I just hit the spacebar. It skips it all. We're going to inform and search and see. We've got a lot of hostiles to deal with. That's the star map. It's a 7x7 grid. It does loop at the sides and at the top and bottom. Every H is a pack of 1 to 3 hostile ships. There's annoyingly a lot of them. So we're going to go backwards. We're going to change view, change to speed 8, and hyper jump. Light speed. Off we go. I used to slow these fights down because they went too fast for me. Now I just suffer with the fact that I'm a little bit incompetent. Whoops. And I lose them once in a while. So the ships will always move away. Hyper jump. Light speed. Will always move diagonally away from the cursor. If they reach the edge of the screen, they disappear and are replaced with another ship. I can move the cursor in any of 4 directions. I was hoping there would be more than that. Oh well, we're going to turn this around. View speed 1, turn around. View speed 8, hyper jump, light speed. There are up to 3 ships. I have to kill them all to clear the sector. The only thing I can do, I can't change view, hyper jump, light speed. I cannot change the view while I'm in combat, which means that I can hyper jump, but that's it. So I can run away, but I can't, and I can only run away in the direction that I'm currently going. All right, so we're going to dock our ship now, which is an intensely tight maneuver. If you miss, you just bounce off like that, and it hurts your shields. So you might have noticed I have very little shields. I've got 1,000 shield and 1,000 fuel. We're going to take the ship at the bottom, which has 5,000 shield and 2,500 fuel. I'm going to inform and search one more time and just quickly make a plan for my action here. Okay, I'm going to go straight south down here. I'm going to go through this column. I'm going to move along here. And happy Pride to you as well, Osborne. We're going to change view. Speed 8, hyper jump, light speed. We're not quite there yet. I've still got about 45 minutes to go before it's June. Here we go. And yes, I am watching the chat. I like to keep an eye on you. Hyper jump, light speed. The hitboxes on these ships are a little weird. They're a little bit further up and to the right than you would expect, which means that you can land a direct hit that doesn't actually look like a direct hit. When the aliens fire, it is random. And whether they hit or not when they fire is also random. I don't know what determines either of those things. I just know that I would rather have the ship with all the shields instead of the one with all the fuel. Okay, where we are. Hyper jump, light speed. I have to keep an eye on the fuel. If my fuel runs out, all I can do is drift. You can't actually do anything. Oh, that was a shooty one. Hey. See there, it looked like I missed it directly above its pod. There we go. Also, as they get closer and closer, there is a limit to how close they can get. We'll slow down to speed 1. We will stop movement there. We'll turn. Speed 8. Hyper jump. Light speed. If they get too close, they will vanish. They will move past me, I guess. You'll also notice every motion I take costs me fuel. Hyper jump. Light speed. Every movement I make of the cursor, and the cursor just continues to drift. The only way to stop the cursor is for it to hit the edge of the screen, or for me to hit the spacebar, which centers it, and which is, curiously, the only free action I can take. Oop. So a lot of these are a judgment call as to whether or not I should shoot at them. I'm facing north, aren't I? Yes, I am. Hyper jump! Light speed! Here we go. Shoop! Hyper jump! Light speed! Fuel down to half. Okay. Again, we can run the fuel dry, but as soon as it runs out, all I can do is drift. I can't even stop myself. It is an actual soft lock, and it's a deliberately made soft lock. You got to be careful. That's why your original shuttle has only 1,000 of each. But the shuttle is the only thing that can make its way into an atmosphere. Hyper jump! Light speed! As I found out at Midwest, well, as I demonstrated at Midwest Speed Fest earlier this year, if you touch the planet with any other ship, you just crash and die. So that run didn't go well. Here we go. Oh, see, that should have been a hit based on that one, but no, their hitboxes are weird. And boop, got him. I don't know how I got that one, but Val has achieved the rank of Space Ace. Fantastic. We're not done here. Hyper jump, light speed. It was going to keep reminding me every time I kill an alien from here on out. At the bottom, it will say, "Thou art still a Space Ace." You know, you don't have to do this anymore, Steve. There we go. Got it. There we are. Thou art still a Space Ace. Yeah, just so you know. Where are we? Okay, we're going to refuel and then take the leftmost column. We'll take that one outlier in the second column, then take the leftmost column. Yeah, got it. Okay. Tempting to go after that one outlier right now, but no, we'll take that one outlier first. Slow down. Turn. Hyper jump. Light speed. The reason I changed to speed 8 before hyper jumping is because it's slower. The hyper jump goes slower at other speeds. Costs me a lot more fuel, though. There we go. We're going to dock. We'll go back into our ship. Make sure I know where I'm going. South 2. Okay. Hyper jump. Light speed! So you notice my experience has been going up by 100 every time I kill one of these. Hyper jump, light speed. That's why I have no worry about my experience being at least 7,000 by the time I get back. It will be. I can refuel one more time before I have to get back into my shuttle. And I may have to do it, which is why I wanted to get that 2,000 gold. Or coins. 2,000 coins. Coins are technically pence. Copper coins. Gold are worth 100 of those. So if you look in your inventory, in your stats screen, it will give your coinage in terms of pence, silver, and gold. Which is unnecessary detail, but nice nonetheless. One of the big developments in the run was when we discovered that you could actually hyper jump in diagonal directions. You have to be moving in both those directions, but you can actually hyper jump diagonally. Chase. Get him. There we go. Still Space Ace. Turn around. Go that way. Hyper jump. Light speed. All right. Yes. Please donate to Little Warriors. It's worth doing. It's a worthwhile cause. That's why I decided to sign up for the marathon. And show off this madness here. Hyper jump. Light speed. But please do donate. All that good luck I got at the start of the run, definitely worth a couple of your coins. Still Still a space ace. Very happy to see that people donated for the bid war. Still a space ace. Hyper jump. Light speed. So yeah, this is the number I have to kill is totally random. We're still doing down that column. Yep, good. Hyper jump. Light speed. Light speed. That was a bad shot. There we go. Still a space ace. Hyper jump. Light speed. And Chad, if you want to get in the light speed fun, by all means, go for it. Perfect. Ah, that was an easy one, and I missed it. Oh, that was a tough one. I'm going to get it. There we are. There we go. Here we are. Oh, missed. Ah, got it. See where I'm at. Okay, good. I'm going to go directly west 1. Okay, and I should be able to get that and that before I have to. Hyper jump. Light speed. Stretch out my fingers a bit. Make sure we're going. Soup. Ah, get him. There we go. Slow down. Move too fast. You got to make the hyper jump last. Don't get this video demonetized. You know it's fun when I started to sing. All right, where are we here? Is there a... Nope, I'm going to have to jump twice. Okay. Hyper jump. Light speed. Also, watch my fuel when I slow down to speed 1. It's a big hit of fuel. Hyper jump. Light speed. That's what we do for fastness. Deal with fuel shortages. So we go from 451 down to 423. Change view, which doesn't actually cost me anything. Stop. Zip over here. Two. This is finicky. 1 pixel off and you bounce. There we are. And we'll just get back in our ship. I am in the right ship. Thank you. Inform and search. Okay, we're going to take these 2, then this one, and then that one, and we should be done. All right. Back up. Stop that way, because otherwise we'll go diagonally. Hyper jump. Light speed. I've been privileged to be able to do this run a couple times with my daughter. She is 6, and she loves going light speed. It is among the more adorable things that I get to do. Hyper jump. Light speed. Yep. No, I'm not going to catch that one. I shouldn't have gone for that one.
We have some time for a donation and some more info.
Absolutely. Please, go ahead. I'm just cleaning up the last aliens here.
All right. Well, we have a donation of $1.89 from Cell, who says, "Light speed, loving the energy of this run." And
I do bring energy.
and that went to one of the bid words that we have newly opened.
Ooh. What's on the docket?
So for SMRPG Remake, we can select between classic or remake music. That will be the second run tomorrow. That donation went toward remake for that. For the shop name in Sticky Business, that's the third run tomorrow. There are some 5 wonderful choices to put your donation toward.
That is a legitimately difficult decision. Which music would I pick? Whether it be the new soundtrack, which is excellent, but it's based off the old soundtrack, which is also excellent. Hyper jump, light speed. Any more, Stump? Anything else to talk about?
Well, yeah, I guess I as well say what the possibilities are. There's we heart little warriors, sticker-a-thon, support indie games, uh, top 10 VG shop themes, or lo-fi sticker mixtape.
We have completed all aliens. Let's see if I can stick the landing on this one. Light speed.
That's definitely going to be a bit hard to pick between those.
Light speed. So yeah, Stump was there when this run crashed and burned at Midwest Speed Fest. So hopefully this one will go better.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't just there, but hosting.
You were also hosting, yeah. Okay, well, this time I'm not going off the rails and running into... There we go. We've docked successfully. Take our right-hand ship and just fly back to Caesarea. Landed safely. There we go. The hardest part of the run is done. We have now... All we have to do is rescue a princess, because it's a princess that will give a Space Ace the time machine. Let's go to the other place where it's much easier. Where the orc is standing currently. There we go. Shoot the jester. Come over here. Kill the guard. Hope we got the right key. The first time I did this run in a marathon, the initial plan was, of course, to rescue a princess, to get things going so you have enough money to purchase a raft. And it's a 50-50, a literal 50-50. I lost that coin toss. The first time I ran this in a marathon, I lost that coin toss 11 times in a row. So we're hoping it doesn't go quite that long this time. There's 3. Four. I shouldn't have said anything. This run's been going too well. There we are. There's our princess. And she will tell us that there's a time machine waiting far in the northwest. She informs me that I'm ready for time travel and there's a time machine waiting for me. We're going to give all our money to the king. And I don't see a need to grind another princess. We should be good. So we're going to have to walk all the way to the northwest. We're going to have to remember to recover our points. It's always in the northwest. Whichever continent you're on, there's the time machine. Before we get in, we're going to quit and save. We're going to ready the create spell. We'll save again. Board the time machine. You get locked in. There's the 4 gems. They go in the hole. In the holes, there's button marked launch. You push it. Everything goes black. You feel a strong magic pulling you from your craft. And you're face to face with the evil Mondaine himself. Good luck. This is it. Time will be when Mondaine is killed. It will be the only sound you hear in the game. That is what the create spell does. It makes a wall. We're going to grab his gem, which causes us massive damage. We're going to shoot him in the face. And he turns into a bat when his hit points get low enough. And he backs himself into the wall. Ready on time, and done.
GG.
Thank you very much. That is Ultima, all aliens, all quests. And there's always this nice little speech which I like to read at the end. Thou art victorious. A rain of silver lightning heralds the death of Mondaine. Fleeting glimpses of fates avoided rush through thy mind as the arcane power of the mage's dying scream echoes in thine ears. 1,000 years pass in but a moment's time as a strange sleep overcomes thee. Upon awakening, thou dost find thyself in new surroundings. A stately youth in violet robes helps thee to thy feet, whereupon thou dost see the thousands who gaze upon thee in adoration. Thy selfless heroism hath saved our people, my worthy one. Should our gratitude alone not be enough to sustain thee, know that I, Lord British, hereby ordain that the entire realm of Caesarea be at thy service for all time henceforth. So let it be done. Press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to restart. And that's the game.
All right.
Great big thank you for having me. For letting me show this thing off. Absolutely. Hopefully this inspires someone who's been watching to pick this one up, because currently I'm the only active runner of this, and I'm getting ready to put this one down. So if you're interested in picking up some old nonsense, come and say hello. We have an Ultima Speedrunners Discord that's just a lot of fun. We're small but powerful, and we really enjoy these old games, and I love breaking them. They're great. Thank you for the GGs, and thanks for having me, and please support a great cause.